Trevor Lawrence has signed a new deal, 5 years, $275 million. The contract includes $200 million guaranteed, $142 million at signing. Lawrence received a $37.5 million signing bonus in a deal that starts in 2026, meaning he will be under contract through 2030. Since Trevor Lawrence has signed this contract, I've been seeing these posts all over social media, like this one compared to Gardner Minshew in the 2 seasons that he was a starter. 59 passing touchdowns. Trevor Lawrence in 3 seasons as a starter has 58. Interceptions, Trevor Lawrence 39, Gardner Minshew 24. Passer rating, Gardner Minshew 90, Trevor Lawrence 85. And Gardner Minshew played in 49 games, Trevor Lawrence 50 games, and he also had like 300 more passing attempts. I've also seen this other comparison to Mac Jones and Daniel Jones, where their passer rating, their touchdowns, interceptions, completion percentage, yards per attempt, all of it are pretty much identical or very similar. Yet Mac Jones is a backup quarterback for the Jaguars now, and Daniel Jones, the New York Giants seem to be regretting that contract. So Trevor Lawrence, so far he hasn't lived up to the hype, but we're going to see if he can in this video. Madden currently has him ranked as a 76 overall, but they did give him superstar dev. So we're going to play out the next 3 seasons and see if he can do anything with this team, if the Jaguars can make it to the playoffs, if they can win a Super Bowl. This is what the starting lineup is looking like for the first season. I am using an updated roster that has the newest draft pick. So we got Brian Thomas Jr. here. He was the first round pick, wide receiver they drafted this year. I did give him star dev because I'm doing that with all the first round picks in any of these draft classes, so he's going to be in the slot for us. We got Travis Etienne Jr. at running back, he's 89 with star dev. Christian Kirk, number 1 receiver, 85 with star. Gabe Davis coming over in free agency from Buffalo Bills, he's an 84 with star dev, our number 2 receiver. Evan Ingram at tight ends at 88 with star dev. Harrison at right tackle, 74 with hidden dev. Brandon Scherf at right guard, 85 with superstar. Mitch Morse at center, 82 with star. Ezra Cleveland at left guard, 73 with star. And then Cam Robinson at left tackle is 81 with normal dev. Defensively, they actually have some really good linebackers on this team. Oluokun, he's been one of the most underrated linebackers in NFL for a long time in my opinion. He's always been rated really low in Madden, but finally he's starting to get his due. He's at 89 with superstar dev. Devin Lloyd, middle linebacker 2, is 81 with star. Josh Allen, outside linebacker, 91 with superstar. And then Trayvon Walker, high draft pick, 78 overall with star dev, is our other outside linebacker. Cisco at strong safety is 81 with star. And then at free safety, we have 2 guys that are 77 overall. I'm going to go with Savage as the starter since he has star dev. Edmonds is a 77 with normal dev. They're both 26 years old, so I'm definitely going with the dev trade on that one. At cornerback, we do need to do something here as far as upgrading, but for this season, we're going to roll with what we have. We got Campbell as our number 1 corner. He's 83 with star. Flowers in the slot, 74 with normal. And then Darby's our number 2 cornerback, 76 with normal dev. We got Eric Armstead coming over in free agency from the 49ers. He's at 81 with star at defensive end. Hamilton at defensive tackle is a 76 with star. And then we have Mason Smith, the 2nd round pick the Jaguars took this year. He's technically a defensive tackle, but I moved him to defensive end in this 3-4. I'm going to start him over Robinson Harris because he's 73 overall and he's already 30 years old, so he's going to be regressing. Mason Smith, 68 overall with normal dev and has a ton of time to upgrade, improve, develop. For our playbooks, the West Coast zone run is the highest scheme fit we have, which is 77%, and the best West Coast zone run playbook in Madden simulation, in my opinion, is the Dallas Cowboys, so we're switching to that one. Defensively, we're at base 3-4 and 96%, and we're going with the Ravens defensive playbook on that because I don't think the Jaguars defensive playbook in Madden simulation is very good. We know for sure the Baltimore Ravens playbook can be good because the Ravens make it to the Super Bowl a lot. Obviously, that has a lot to do with Lamar Jackson at quarterback, but the Ravens defense is typically pretty good. And we'll be using auto-generated draft classes for the whole 3 years. We're going to be focusing on defensive end and outside linebacker for our top 2 scouts, and then we got cornerback, defensive end, outside linebacker. At the midseason point, we're actually out to a pretty good start. We're 4-3, second in the division to the Colts, who are 5-2. The Texans and Titans are both 2-4. See what players we have to negotiate with here. We got $70 million in cap room. Josh Allen, we definitely want to try to bring him back. He's only 26 years old, 92 overall, scheme fit, superstar dev. He wants a 5-year deal for basically $100 million. And he's coming back. We got $52 million left. Travis Gibson, I'm probably going to let him walk. Terrell Edmonds, probably the same thing. A lot of these guys we're probably just going to be moving on from because we got to go out with the old and with the new. Travis Etienne, we got a 5th-year option on him, and Trevor Lawrence, and Mac Jones. Here at week 10, we are 5-3. We got a breakout opportunity for a defensive lineman here, so let's see who that's going to be for. Mason Smith, the 2nd-round pick. Hold the 49ers to less than 100 rushing yards or get Mason Smith 1 interception, forced fumble, tackle for loss, or sack. We did end up beating the 49ers 28-24. Let's see if we got the breakout depth trait. Not gonna lie, that game was a humbling experience for me. Yeah, he did not get it, sadly. We did get a weekly award for that game though, so let's check that out. It's gonna be Trevor Lawrence, 268 passing yards, 4 passing touchdowns. Also an interesting note, the quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys winning the NFC Offensive Player of the Week is Cooper Rush, 242 passing yards, 2 passing touchdowns. So I guess Dak Prescott got injured. Still in the same week, we got a breakout opportunity for a linebacker, so let's check that out. It's going to be for Josh Allen. What the dude's already a superstar, so I guess he has a chance to go to X Factor. We did beat the Titans 28-21. Now we are 7-3, leading the division. Let's see if Josh Allen got this depth trade upgrade. Gave it everything I had, coach, but something didn't feel right. So yeah, he didn't make it. End of the regular season, we finished 13-4, won the division by a mile. The Colts fell off big time because they were 7-3 at the same time that we were. They went 9-8. The Texans went 7-10. The Titans went 4-13. Check out the season stats. We had the 2nd-ranked offense. Trevor Lawrence living up to the hype. 3rd in passing yards, 2nd in passing touchdowns. Defense ranked number 3. Damn, Jaguars coming up in the game. Trevor Lawrence had 4,300 yards passing, 39 touchdowns, only 10 interceptions, 67% completion with the 109 rating. Definitely his best season by far. Let's go in here and verify that though. His rookie season, he had a 71 passer rating. Last year, 95 passer rating. This year, 109.9. 39 touchdowns. Yeah, dude is balling now. He's starting to live up to that contract and that hype for sure. Rushing, Travis Etienne, 1,300 yards, 4.4 per carry with 10 touchdowns. That's great production from him. Christian Kirk had 87 catches, 1,100 yards, 9 touchdowns. Gabe Davis, 1,000 yards, 9 touchdowns. Devin Duvernay, 900 yards with 12 touchdowns. What the hell happened to Brian Thomas Jr.? I put him in the slot, man. Freaking depth chart computer messing with it. I went into the settings and turned off the auto depth chart. It says that if you turn it off, that they will not mess with the depth chart, but they always do. Evan Ingram at tight end, 76 catches, 749 yards with 6 touchdowns. Defensively, Devin Lloyd had the most tackles with 100. Olakon had 97. Tackles for loss, Armstead with 18. Trayvon Walker, 13. Davon Hamilton, 13. Sacks, Josh Allen, 10.5. Armstead had 7. Trayvon Walker only had 6.5. Interceptions, Ronald Darby with 4. Campbell had 3. Cisco and Flowers both had 2. And then Lloyd, Olakon, and Savage had 1. We will be taking on the 9-8 New York Jets in the wild card round with the 87-year-old Aaron Rodgers at quarterback. We also have the Chiefs against the Steelers, the Bills against the Bengals, and then the Ravens had a first-round bye week. Unfortunately, the 7-seed New York Jets beat us 28-14. Let's check out the stats here. Tyrod Taylor got some playing time. The heck? Aaron Rodgers had a 97 rating, 233 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Trevor Lawrence a little underwhelming. He only had a 74 rating, 220 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Not looking good. Rushing yards, Travis Etienne, 2.6 per carry. He did have 1 touchdown. Receiving, Christian Kirk, 8 catches, 98 yards, 1 touchdown. So he had a pretty good game. Defensively, cornerback Campbell had the most tackles with 10. Sacks, Quentin Williams had 1. Interceptions, Trayvon Walker had 1. And Tayshaun Gibson had 1 for the Jets. Somehow the Steelers made it to the Super Bowl. 49ers beat them 27-25. Brock Purdy won Super Bowl MVP. Joe Burrow won MVP of the regular season with the Bengals. Our head coach Doug Peterson won Coach of the Year with the Jaguars. Christian McCaffrey, the new face of Madden 25, won Offensive Player of the Year with the 49ers. Max Crosby, Defensive Player of the Year with the Raiders. I'm definitely picking up the 5th-year option for Travis Etienne, and I'll be picking up the 5th-year option for Trevor Lawrence. I guess his contract's not updated in this roster. And he's up to X Factor too. I just realized that. Mac Jones definitely not picking up his 5th-year option. Travis Gibson, moving on from him. Terrell Evans, we don't need him anymore. Amani Oruwariye, we don't need him. Trey Flowers, my bad. We're gonna be upgrading the cornerback position for sure. Anybody else over here worth keeping? Riley Patterson, the kicker. Yeah, I'll go ahead and bring him back. You want to come back, buddy? Yeah, he's excited. This is what the team was looking like before free agency and the draft. I think on the offensive side, we were pretty much set. We're golden everywhere. We don't need anything. Ingram's up to superstar. ETN superstar. Lawrence is an X factor. I'm gonna make sure Brian Thomas Jr. stays in the slot. Duvernay's over here trying to steal freaking snaps from him. Defensively, we need to upgrade a defensive end spot here, and we also need another corner. At least one more corner, maybe even two. I guess we'll be okay with Darby in the slot. But everywhere else, we're good. I was focusing on defensive ends and outside linebackers for the scouting because I was trying to replace Smith at the defensive end spot. So we'll see how things go. The cornerback class, the strength of the cornerback class this year is not good. So we'll see what happens there too. This free agency class is pretty terrible all around. I'm basically only getting Marcus Peters, cornerback. He's 77 overall, scheme fit, normal div, 31 years old. Got him on a 1-year deal, basically as a safety net. In case we're not able to get one in the draft, at least we have 3 corners that can go ahead and start for us. And defensive end wise, there's just not anyone worth trying to get. Here in the first round of the draft, we have pick number 24. All the guys that have 100% scouted that were worth taking are already gone. So I'm gonna go ahead and draft a cornerback that I only have 90% scouted, and he's projected to go 2nd to 3rd round. But he's a man-to-man scheme fit. His name's Kalen Parrish. He's from Texas. He's 6 foot, 187 pounds. He does have A man coverage with B zone coverage and B catching. So I think that he's probably going to be maybe a top 10 overall pick in the draft, maybe like a 75 overall, or maybe we'll get lucky and he'll be like a true top 5 talent. It also says that he's a true top fit for us. He has elite acceleration, great agility, great change of direction, elite jumping, good speed, good strength. He's got hidden depth with 91 speed. Man, I hope he's like a 80 overall or something crazy. Here in the 2nd round, I'm going to take a chance on this free safety Leonard Tutt from Oregon. He's 6'2", 222 pounds. He's a run support guy. Only got him 50% scouted, so I don't really know a lot about him. Looks like he has solid on everything except for a decent speed with great strength, so it's probably going to be a bust. He's got normal dev with 86 speed. And it looks like the draft is glitching out because it's not showing me any of the players. And then also whenever teams are making picks right here on the ticker and everything, it's not showing the whole entire draft background. So hopefully this thing doesn't just crash on me. 3rd round, I'm going to take a chance on this right guard, Dion Myrick from South Carolina. He's 6'2", 325 pounds. He's a scheme fit. Only got him 50% scouted, but he does have B awareness, B run block, and he has a chance to have A impact block. 22 years old, he has good acceleration, great agility, good change of direction, great jumping, good speed with solid strength. He's got hidden dev, 86 strength, nice pick. I simulated the rest of the draft picks. The cornerback we took in the 1st round that was projected to go 2nd to 3rd, 77 overall, so that's probably a true top 5 guy right there. He's got hidden dev, 21 years old, 91 speed, 82 man coverage, 75 zone coverage, 70 catching with 70 awareness. Free safety we took in the 2nd round is actually a 72 overall. I'm surprised. I thought it was going to be like a 65. He only has normal dev, 86 speed, so he's pretty slow, but his tackle is a 74. He does have 88 hit power as well. 3rd round we took this right guard, Myrick. He's actually a 72 overall, so it's pretty decent, and he has hidden dev, 86 strength with 76 run block and 74 pass block with 70 awareness. Computer drafted this middle linebacker in the 4th round, Bernie Richards. He's a 71 overall and he has 91 speed. Damn. 6'1", 247 pounds, 21 years old. And he has hidden dev. Man. 91 speed, 82 tackle, 77 hit power, 77 awareness. Dude could be a starter for us in a couple years. The number 1 pick in the draft was a quarterback that went to the Denver Broncos, Walt Fry. He's an 81 overall, and he was the highest in the whole class. And then it drops down to 79 overall, which was the number 2 pick by the Giants, defensive end. And that cornerback that we drafted, he was a true top 5 guy, 77 overall. And then the 49ers, really, man, they're out here cheating. How'd they get a 77 overall tight end in the 3rd round, man? Like, they really need that. This is what the starting lineup is looking like for season 2. Trevor Lawrence, 80 overall with X Factor. Travis Etienne Jr. is at 91 with Superstar. Christian Kirk's 86 with Star. Brian Thomas Jr. in the slot, 76 with Star. Gabe Davis, 85 with Star, number 2 wide receiver. At tight end, we have Ingram, 87 with Superstar, and Strange is a 72 with Star as a backup. Harrison at right tackle ended up having Star Div, 77 overall. Brandon Scherf, 86 with Superstar. Morris at center is 82 with Star. Cleveland's a 76 with Star, and Robinson's 82 with normal dev at left tackle. Defensively, Eric Armstead's 81 with star, Hamilton's at 78 with star, and then we're going with Smith again at the defensive end spot since we weren't able to upgrade it. Cornerback, we got Campbell number 1, he's 86 with star dev. Parrish is going to be starting for us in the slot, 78 with hidden dev, the rookie. And then Peters is actually going to be our number 2 corner. Wait, hold on, should we do that? Yeah, I guess we can go with that. Yeah, 78 overall with normal dev. Cisco at strong safety is 82 with star. Savage at free safety is a 78 with star. Josh Allen's at 94 with superstar dev. Trayvon Walker is at 80 with star dev. Olacon's at 90 with star, and Lloyd is at 82 with star. Richards, the 4th round draft pick, the computer drafted, 72 with hidden dev, just going to be our backup. We got some good depth. For our scouts this year, we're focusing on defensive end with our 3-tier, and then cornerback with our 2-tier, and then we're going defensive end, cornerback, and defensive tackle. At the midseason point, we are 5-2, off to a great start. We're leading the division. The Texans are 4-3, Titans 3-4, Colts are 2-5. See what players we have to negotiate with. We got $42 million in cap room. Tyson Campbell at cornerback. He's only 24 years old. He's already 86 overall, scheme fit. Star dev, has a ton of interest in coming back to the team. Definitely want to bring him back. He's coming back. We got $31 million left. Cisco at strong safety. Do want to bring him back. He's 83 overall, star dev, 24 years old. He's coming back. We got $23 million left. Devin Duvernay, we're going to walk away from him, and Mac Jones. Cam Robinson, I'm going to wait till the end of the year and see if we want to try to bring him back or not. Mitch Morse, same thing. I'm going to wait till the end of the year. We're going to be moving on from Marcus Peters. Riley Patterson, the kicker, we'll go ahead and try to bring him back. 1 year, $2.5 million. Said he can't commit right now. Come on, dude, really? Then we got a 50-year option on Devin Lloyd and Trayvon Walker. Here at week 11, we are 7-3, still leading the division. We got a weekly award. We just beat the Vikings 28-23, and it's going to be Josh Allen had 10 tackles with 3 sacks, 1 forced fumble, and 1 fumble recovery. And apparently Desmond Ridder is playing for the Seahawks, and he just had a crazy game, 290 yards passing with 4 passing touchdowns. End of the regular season, we finished 11-6, second in the division to the 12-5 Texans. We did make it to the playoffs in a wild card spot. The Titans and Colts both went 6-11. Let's check out the season stats. 15th ranked offense, Trevor Lawrence, 8th in passing yards, 8th in passing touchdowns. Defensively ranked 23rd, so overall we just played worse than last year. Trevor Lawrence had a pretty good year, 4,100 yards passing, 31 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, 69% completion with a 106 rating. So pretty similar to what he did last year. Travis Etienne, 1,100 yards, 4 yards per carry with 12 touchdowns, pretty good. Trevor Lawrence also had 5 rushing touchdowns, Bigsby had 6. Christian Kirk, 1,298 yards receiving with 10 touchdowns. Brian Thomas Jr., 800 yards with 5 touchdowns. Gabe Davis, 800 yards with 6 touchdowns. Evan Ingram, 500 yards, 2 touchdowns. And then Travis Etienne, 400 yards with 6 touchdowns. Defensively, Olakon had 117 tackles. Devin Lloyd had 102. Tackles for loss, Hamilton had 19, Allen had 14, and Armstead had 13. Walker had 12, Robertson had 11. Why is Robertson getting all these? It was supposed to be Smith. Freaking computer depth chart, man. Josh Allen, 14.5 sacks, like it a lot. Eric Armstead, 12.5 sacks, like it a lot. Trayvon Walker, 6.5, that's okay. Hamilton had 4. Interceptions, Olakon had 3. Peters and Campbell both had 2. Lloyd had 1, Savage had 1, and then the rookie Kalen Parrish had 1. Cisco had 1. We will be playing against the 11-6 Los Angeles Chargers in the wild card round. We also have the Texans against the Chiefs, who are number 7 seed. The Bills against the Raiders, and then the Ravens had a first round bye week once again. We beat the Chargers pretty bad, 24-6. We're going to be playing against the 10-7 Las Vegas Raiders in the divisional round. The Raiders just knocked the Bills out 24-17, and look, the Chiefs beat the Texans 38-21. So we got the Ravens against the Chiefs on the other side. We beat the Raiders 45-21. Now we're going to be playing against the 13-4 Baltimore Ravens in the AFC Conference Championship game. The Ravens just knocked the Chiefs out in a close game, 27-24. On the other side, we have a classic in the playoffs, the Cowboys against the 49ers. We ended up losing to the Ravens 31-28 in a 3-point loss. It was a pretty close game. Lamar Jackson had a day. Look at that, 153 rating, 260 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, 82% completion. Dude was balling out just on the passing side. That's not even with the running yet. Trevor Lawrence, 116 rating, still did pretty good. 263 yards with 2 touchdowns and no interceptions, 77% completion, so didn't lose because of him. Travis Etienne Jr., 72 yards rushing, 4.5 per carry, 1 touchdown. Derrick Henry had 1 touchdown rushing, 55 yards. And Lamar Jackson, I want to see what he did. He had 9 carries for 50 yards, no touchdowns, but still pretty good. Receiving, Rashad Bateman for the Ravens had a pretty good game. 5 catches, 138 yards with 2 touchdowns. Dude had 99 yards run after catch and a 75-yard longest catch. Wow. Christian Kirk, 10 for 126 with a tutty. Brian Thomas Jr., 5 for 39 with a tutty. Defensively, Lloyd had 7 tackles. It looks like the Ravens had a ton of tackles over here, so our offense must have been on the field a lot. Devin Lloyd had an interception, and Yasir Abdullah had a sack. I don't know why the hell I said interception. So we had 2 sacks, interceptions none, nobody had 0. The Ravens beat the Cowboys in the Super Bowl 35-34 in a 1-point close game. Lamar Jackson won Super Bowl MVP. Jaden Daniels won regular season MVP with the Commanders. Kyle Shanahan Coach of the Year with the 49ers. Christian McCaffrey Offensive Player of the Year with the 49ers. Max Crosby won Defensive Player of the Year with the Raiders. And then Walt Fry, that quarterback the Broncos took #1 overall, won Offensive Rookie of the Year. We have $54 million in cap space. I want to try to bring Devin Lloyd back at the middle linebacker spot. Oh no, it's 50-year option. Yeah, we'll go ahead and take that. My bad. Trayvon Walker, 50-year option. I'm probably not going to do that. Probably be cheaper to hold off and just re-sign him to a regular contract because he hasn't been balling out. He's been doing okay. I think he had like 7.5 sacks this year, but he's not here getting like 10 or 15 sacks. Devin Duvernay, moving on from him. Mac Jones, no thanks. Cam Robinson, I do want to bring him back. Let's see if he'll sign this deal. He's coming back. We got $40 million left. Walter Walker, Little, no thanks. Mitch Morris at center, I do want to bring him back, but he has very little interest, so let's bump it up to $12.5 million. He's going to free agency, so we're gonna have to do something about the center spot unless we can try to bring him back. Marcus Peters, moving on from him, and the kicker Riley Patterson. We offered him a deal, but he was like, I don't know. And he's going to free agency. This is what the team is looking like before free agency and the draft. On the offensive side, I forgot that we drafted Myrick last year. He was a right guard. He did have hidden dev. He ended up having star dev, so I'm going to move him to center. He's going to be a 74 overall, scheme fit right there, so we're good at center. Everything else, we're looking good at wide receiver, running back, quarterback, tight end, whole offensive line. Everything is looking pretty good. Defensively, Hamilton went down to normal dev. We still need to try to upgrade this defensive end spot right here. And we need to get another cornerback. We need a third corner, or maybe we can try to find like an elite corner in free agency that's like a 90 overall. And I think that's pretty much it. Free agency could not have gone better. We got the best available cornerback, Greg Newsome. He's an 88 overall, scheme fit, star dev. He's only 25 years old. Got him on a 5-year deal. We did have to overpay him a little bit because he had like 15 other offers, but at least we got the cornerback situation fixed. And then I also signed defensive tackle Osa Odigizua. He's 280 pounds, so I'm going to move him to defensive end. I think he'll fit well in the 3-4 defensive end spot. 81 overall, star dev, 27 years old. Got him on a 2-year deal. Here in the first round, we have pick number 29. There was a defensive tackle that had 100% scouted that was a true top 5 guy, and I was hoping he was going to fall to us, but he did not. So I'm going to take a chance on this defensive tackle, Earl Alford from Florida State. 6'5", 312 pounds. He's a run-stopping scheme fit. Only got him 50% scouted. He is 22 years old. He has elite acceleration, good agility, good speed with great strength. He does have A play rec, B power moves, B finesse moves, B awareness with A tackle. He only has normal dev with 93 strength. That defensive tackle, I would try to trade for him, the one I was talking about, that had 100% scouted, that was a true top 5 guy. But everyone was wanting like 2 or 3 first-round picks, and I was like, yeah, no thanks, buddy. Here in the second round, I'm going to draft this free safety, Glenn Gaddis from Massachusetts. He's 5'9", 208 pounds. He's a zone scheme fit. Only got him 55% scouted. 22 years old. He has marginal acceleration, good agility, solid change of direction, good jump, and solid speed with decent strength. He does for sure have C awareness, B catching, B pursuit. His zone coverage is between a B and a D. He's got normal dev with 88 speed. I simulated the rest of the draft picks. It looks like we got lucky with that defensive tackle in the first round. He's actually a 76 overall. That's probably like a top 5 or top 10. 22 years old. He only has normal dev. Dude is 6'5", 312 pounds, so he could definitely play nose tackle. 93 strength, 77 block shed, 74 power moves with 70 finesse moves, and he has 80 tackle. The rest of the guys that got drafted are not looking that good, honestly. Let's look at the entire NFL draft recap. Number 1 pick was a cornerback, 84 overall. What the hell? Went to the Arizona Cardinals. Dude has got 96 speed. It's got hidden dev. Wow, Cardinals got him a generational cornerback for sure. And then number 2 pick, the Patriots got them 83 overall outside linebacker. Man, this defensive tackle, I did have him 100% scouted, and he was a true top 5 guy, but I don't think I was going to be able to draft him. Who's the other defensive tackle that I was talking about that I had 100% scouted? Was it this guy, Saxton? Nah, it couldn't be, because he was supposed to be a true top 5. I think it was this guy. No, this guy? Alfred, yeah, that's who it was. Oh wait, that's the guy that we drafted. Hold on. I don't know. I don't remember who the guy was, but it said that he was a true top 5 guy. But anyways, we didn't get him. So the number 1 overall was this cornerback, 84, outside linebacker, 83, and then there's a huge drop off to Winslow, who's a 78. And there's a running back that went in the 2nd round, that's a 77. This is the starting lineup for the 3rd and final season. Trevor Lawrence has actually developed pretty nicely. He's up to 84 overall with X Factor. Etienne Jr. is a 93 with Superstar at running back. Christian Kirk's up to Superstar Dev. He's an 89 overall. Brian Thomas Jr. in the slot's a 79 with Star. Gabe Davis is an 87 with Star. Ingram at tight end's an 89 with Star. Harrison's a 79 with Star. Scherf is an 86 with Superstar. We move Myrick to center. He's starting at 74 overall with Star Dev. Cleveland at left guard's a 78 with normal, and Cam Robinson is a 82 with normal dev at left tackle. Defensively, Josh Allen's up to X Factor now. He's a 95 overall. Trayvon Walker is an 83 with Star. Ola Khan's a 90 with Star. Devin Lloyd's an 85 with Star. Darnell Savage did have Star Dev, but he's down to normal Dev. He's an 80 overall. Cisco is an 85 with Star, so he's developing pretty good. We got Greg Newsome in free agency. He's our number 1 corner. He's a 90 with Star. Parrish in the slot's an 81 with Star. Campbell's an 87 with Star. He moves to our number 2 corner. I moved Odigizua to defensive end. We got him in free agency. He's an 81 overall. Armstead's an 80 with Star. And then I'm going to go ahead and start Alfred at defensive tackle. 76 with normal dev. He's a 1st round pick that we drafted this year, so he's going to be starting right away as a rookie. Hamilton, I moved him down to be the backup. He's still better. He's a 79 overall. But at this point, he's 28 years old, so he's probably going to start. He's not going to be developing as quickly, so we're going out with the older guys and with the newer guys. At the midseason point, we're off to the best start yet. We are 6-1, leading the division. The Colts are 3-3. Titans and Texans are both 3-4. It looks like the only loss we had was to the Bengals, and we just barely lost 22-21. Into the regular season, and something terrible must have happened because we finished 9-8 and we missed the playoffs. The Titans went 10-7 and won the division. Texans went 9-8 and the Colts went 6-11. Let me go check out the injury report because we were 6-1 and we finished 9-8. No injuries right now. Let me go check out the schedule because this is not what I was expecting. I thought we were gonna go on a Super Bowl run right here, man. What the hell happened? Let's go to regular season. So yeah, we were 6-1, sitting pretty. Then we won against the Colts, and then bam, we lost to the Titans, lost to the 49ers, lost to the Broncos. Went on a 2-game win streak here, and then lost 4 in a row. We lost to the Panthers by 1 point, lost to the Chiefs, lost to the Texans, lost to the Titans. Man, let's check out the season stats and see what happened. We had the 7th ranked offense. Trevor Lawrence had 5th most passing yards and 12th in passing touchdowns, and our defense was ranked 5th also. So what the heck, man? Trevor Lawrence had his best year yet. 4,400 yards, 30 touchdowns, only 7 interceptions. 74% completion with a 111 rating. The highest he had before was a 109. So yeah, that's a career year for him. Rushing yards, Travis Etienne Jr. had a great season. 1,100 yards, 4.6 per carry is awesome with 16 touchdowns. Receiving, Christian Kirk, his best year yet. 111 catches, 1,200 yards, 5 touchdowns. Gabe Davis, 1,000 yards, 9 touchdowns. Brian Thomas Jr., 1,000 yards, 10 touchdowns. So we had 3 receivers over 1,000 yards. Tight end almost had 700 yards with 2 touchdowns. Defensively, Ola Khan, 125 tackles. Devin Lloyd had 91 tackles for loss. Trayvon Walker had a breakout season. He had 16 tackles for loss. Josh Allen had 15. Odigizua with 15. Armstead with 13. Trayvon Walker led the team in sacks with 13.5. Josh Allen still had a solid 9.5. Odigizua had a great 7.5 for a 3-4 defensive end. Armstead with 5.5. Interceptions: Parrish had 3, Newsome had 3, Cisco had 2, Olakon, Lloyd, and Campbell had 1. 2025 season recap: the Buffalo Bills just won their first Super Bowl ever against the Atlanta Falcons 27-21. Josh Allen won Super Bowl MVP. Patrick Mahomes won MVP of the regular season with the Chiefs. Somehow Arthur Smith won Coach of the Year with the Falcons when he's not even there anymore. CeeDee Lamb won Offensive Player of the Year with the Cowboys. Max Crosby won Defensive Player of the Year with the Raiders. Sometimes I don't understand Madden simulation. I mean, we had multiple players that had breakout years, career years, the best years of their entire careers, and we did not even make the playoffs. Trevor Lawrence is up to 89 overall X Factor. He's been developing great. ETN Jr. is up to a 96 with Superstar. Apparently, Gabe Davis has surpassed Christian Kirk. He's a 90 overall with Star Dev. Brian Thomas Jr. is 81 with Star. Christian Kirk's 89 with Superstar. Ingram is still holding his overall strong. He's 88 with Star. Harrison at right tackle is 81 with Star. Scherf is 85 with Superstar. Myrick at center is at 75 with Star. Cleveland at left guard is at 78 with normal. Robertson at left tackle is at 82 with normal Dev. Pretty much had the same offensive line the entire time. I mean, pretty much had the same offense the entire time, honestly. Hamilton is a 79 with normal Dev. Alfred's a 77 with normal. Armstead's down to a 76 with normal Dev, so he's starting to get up there in age. Odigizua just had a career year, 82 with Star. Newsome is a 92 with Star. Parrish is 84 with Star. He just had a career year. Campbell's a 90 with Star. Cisco's up to 86 with Star. Trayvon Walker just had a career year for real. Led the team in sacks. He's a 88 with Superstar Dev. Josh Allen's a 97 with X Factor. Olakon 87 with Star. Lloyd 86 with Star. Savage 79 with normal Dev. Unfortunately, we were not able to even make it to the playoffs in the third season, but the first 2 years we did great. We were steadily progressing. That's going to be it for the video. If you like what you saw, please subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, say something down in the comments. Appreciate y'all for watching. I'll see you on the next one.